Hey, it's Brian from Scalepath here. Wanted to share with you our 4C TAM framework. And we use this every time we're onboarding a new user into Scalepath software. And I think it's helpful anytime you're sizing a B2B market. So you've probably seen these sorts of bubbles before, right? Your TAM, your total available market, how many people are out there that have the problem that you solve? Next, you would have your serviceable market, your SAM. What portion of the market can you actually service today? And finally, you have your SOM, the obtainable market, the market they're actually going after. The challenge with this for technology companies specifically is that a lot of the constraints that you might have in, say, a model that where you're a grocery store selling to the local community or a restaurant, you don't have a lot of those constraints with technology because you can sell to anyone. So this framework will walk you through the steps, kind of defining that in a bit more detail. So first of all, your TAM. And what we're looking for here is the customer potential, the total number of customers in the market that have the problem you solve. And what that means is we're not necessarily looking at the ones you can service today or the ones you know you can reach, just how many people are out there that have the problem that you solve. And you multiply that by the customer value. How much value, how much revenue can you capture by solving that problem for a particular customer? So the TAM calculation is pretty big. How many customers are out there? What's the value that you can capture from them? Next, it gets a bit more interesting because you really want to understand what your capabilities are to service those customers. Do you have constraints in terms of, maybe geographies, or you have regulations, or you have certain markets that you just don't know enough about to say that you can service them with any level of confidence? The test here is that if someone were to call you up organically, can you actually sell to them? Could you deliver a product if there's a hardware product involved? Could you get them onto your SaaS platform? Or are there some constraints that restrict your ability to capture that TAM? And next, you'd be looking at the constraints for your obtainable market. So the attainable market is really your target market. It's the core market that you know really well, and you're sort of building your sales and marketing engine behind this. Constraints are a bit more fuzzy because you could technically go after your serviceable market. You're capable of servicing them. When you talk about your obtainable market, you really want to be clear about where do you have a competitive advantage. So do you have referenceable customers in a particular market? Do you have customers that are have a high willingness to pay, high likelihood to buy, and a low likelihood of churn? That you really want to build your SOM around that. And so by identifying, the total customers in your TAM, your SAM, your SOM, you can start playing with some of the areas. If you change the constraints, could you probe into your serviceable market to find new pockets of profitable customers? Could you change the capabilities that you go to market with? Maybe it's the languages that you service or the regulatory constraints. Is it worthwhile to get certification for a new geo? That opens up more of your SAM as well. So I hope that's helpful for you. If you have any questions, reach out. Happy to chat through this one-on-one. Thanks.